Good evening, everyone. Getting underway earlier than originally planned tonight for good reason. So we can watch Jude continue to work his magic across the pond with England in a couple of hours and see who will join Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. Before that, though, as good an aperitif as any after a really productive week in the Portuguese sunshine, rounded off with an effective workout against Huddersfield on Friday. And of course tonight a valuable 90 minutes for both teams, but also a really meaningful tradition where Solihull Moors and Blues come together not just to prepare but to remember. This the fourth instalment of a game held every year in front of a backdrop of fundraising in memory of Arthur, a special young Blue Nose who was taken from us in June 2020 in heartbreaking circumstances. Beyond all the tactics, beyond the preparation, this is a match and a cup to honour his life, uniting and raising funds for the NSPCC and the preventative work that they do to ensure that no child has to experience what young Arthur tragically went through. And Gardner-Hickman leaves it to the Blues left back. A decent delivery in. It's nodded into the bottom corner, but the offside flag quick to go up. Deny August Prisca his first goal of pre-season. The Solihull Moors defence confident that their line would stand strong, featuring from the start here for the home side. That's nicely done by Prisca and rolled through down the right-hand side. Silva looking to get the better as he skips away in the penalty area. Over he goes. The referee points to the spot. Brilliant work by the youngster. The defender went over the leg, and Alessandro da Silva impressing from the off. Well, he was denied the spot kick that he won on Friday. He's taken ownership over this one. And with 4.5 minutes on the clock, August Prisca steps up from 12 yards and buries it. Prisca puts Blues in front. But pre-season preparations push on at Damson Park, picking up where he left off at Fratton Park on the final day of last season. Never in doubt from the spot. Cool as you like, no chance for the goalkeeper forward. The pullback finds its way to Tomoki Iwata, who let fly from distance, obliged with the shouts, begging him to shoot, and Taylor Gardner-Hickman will take it on as well. And he wasn't too far away, the Blues midfielder. And of course, that interview making up a multitude of interviews that Blue Rising have had with the squad over in Portugal. You can check all those out on the Blues YouTube channel. Braitman, meanwhile, left-hand side of the box. Bodies arriving within it. Space for Asai Samuel. August Prisca makes the burst forward. Has he beaten the offside trap? The goalkeeper was out diligently nonetheless, as the offside flag eventually is raised. And that'll do it for the first half and the first half 11. Blues dominating the ball as expected and have an August Prisca spot kick after 5 minutes to show for it. Of course, he was just a bit behind everyone due to the timeline of his signature, so it didn't feature against Huddersfield. There's Maddox. It might bounce here for Damari Gray. Brings it down the edge of the penalty area and just snaps the shot wide. Loose ball from Solihull, latched upon by Blues. This is Gray into Fujimoto. Back to Damari Gray, and he can surge forward. Vicente right. This is Carlos Vicente, looking to work space for the effort as he dribbles across the penalty area. And Fujimoto on the follow-up can't turn it in. Brilliant double save from Nathaniel Ford to keep Vicente and then Kanya Fujimoto at bay. But Blues once again are purring at the start of the second half. Teed up 2 late goals for his fellow man from Japan, Kyogo. And sees his effort saved by Ford on the follow-up. Here come Blues again. This time it's converted. And it's Carlos Vicente that gives Blues the perfect start to the second half at Damson Park. Alex Cochrane receives the applause. The man who's taken the captain's armband for this second half. It's a really well-worked corner kick routine. Scott Fry's fingerprints all over it. Straight out of his summer playbook as Alex Cochrane worked his way towards the byline. And Vicente with a simple task of turning in Cochrane slips as he plays the ball in field. Maddox goes charging after it for Blues. He's done well to nod it on to Demarai Gray, who once again can look to work his magic in a tight pocket. Gray. Amber's the man out wide. Low ball in. Gray look to flick it on. Vicente's effort. It comes back to the Spaniard. Kanya got a touch. Vicente looking to turn. Tees up John Solis. Deflected. And it will carry wide of the mark. And dispossessed by the Solihull attacker. Green runs into the traffic. Maddox gets Blues on the front foot and Demarai Gray can surge. It's Gray across the penalty area. And Vicente can't provide the finish from close range. Amber looked for the return ball, and he did get there, in fact, as his perseverance pays off. And Demarai Gray benefits. Well, he had Carlos Vicente to his right-hand side. This time, Demarai Gray decided to go himself. And saw his effort denied. And 1,186 in attendance at Damson Park. And I'm sure a fair few will stick around to watch the semi-final on the big screens as we watch a certain Jude put the country on his back again in the States. Fry into midfield. Maybe one last glimpse for Blues. Gray goes charging on, looking to create it. It's Demarai Gray. Finishes with a flourish. Well, he's been threatening a moment of magic like that for the entirety of this second half. And once he got up and running, the Moors couldn't stop him. Lovely change of direction, up to pace. And Solihull unable to deal with the pedigree of Demarai Gray. And it's a fine finish into the bottom corner. A goal all of his own making. And Demarai Gray finds full time with a flourish and adds a third goal to make the scoreline have a little more gloss on it here at Damson Park. It's finished Solihull Moors 0, Blues 3. Another great workout on the grass. Job done for Blues. And of course, all for a great cause. A lasting tribute to a special young Blue Nose whose legacy will continue to live on between these two football clubs year after year. Here at Damson Park in the 4th instalment of the Arthur Cup. It's finished Solihull Moors 0, Blues 3. Keep right on, Blue Noses.